Musicology grad student. Let's have a big round of applause for Ed Baskerville.
Does this work? Can everyone hear me?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to talk to you today about chamber music in general, and specifically about classical revolution, which is a group that does chamber music in places where you might not expect it. And where I'm going to argue is really one of the best places to do chamber music. So the first question you might ask is, what the hell is chamber music? Chamber music essentially is music for a really small room. We're not talking about Sydney Opera House. We're not talking about Hill Auditorium. Even Rackham Auditorium, where UMS does its stuff, that's pushing it. It's okay for sometimes. And this auditorium is way too big for classical revolution. We're going to do it anyway. But so this is really chamber music, what you're seeing here. This is more kind of what I'm talking about. Here is Schubert and a buddy of his with some of their closest friends. And notice how close everyone is around the piano. This is really intimate, really personal, really direct music making. Here's some more small rooms. Here we have Sylvia's Organic Pizza, another university. We got Fair Gallery Cafe in Seattle, and the Revolution Cafe in San Francisco, where this group began. And so you don't see the audience here. So who is actually going to listen to this? So I'm going to go with the quote in 15 seconds. The time has passed when the normally well-educated man could understand the most bench working, for example, mathematics, philosophy, and physics, and as music scarcely can be expected to appear more intelligible than these arts and sciences. For the person whose musical education usually has been even less extensive. Contrast that with the great music critic Dave Barry. These days, classical music is popular with only about 300 people. The same as so you see, there is a certain amount of alienation in classical music in the world. Part of that is the rules of classical music. One, show great reverence. No other never clap between movements. You know you're between movements because you want to clap, but you're not allowed to. And then probably obnoxiously. So our goal here is to get rid of these rules and restore the intimacy I was talking about. I'll get back to that. First, just a brief history of classical arts and sciences. So it started in a haze in San Francisco, like many great things. When this guy here on the left in just a second was trying to book a recital. He couldn't get a recital hall, so he ended up doing it at the dive bar down the street, going pretty well. Also, a little later that year, this woman on the right, Rupa, that was sheriff on the left, Rupa asked me to organize some chamber music as part of the Mission District Arts event. And he went so well, Sheriff and others ran with the idea, established a weekly jam session at the Revolution Cafe. Pretty soon, people were coming there every Sunday, packing the place. And the point here is that if you let people listen to this music that they're alienated from, and actually hear it up close and personal, they'll listen. And this is not just some weird San Francisco thing where everybody supports everything. This is happening in a lot of different cities. And it's even happening in Detroit. So Rick Robinson, the bassist for the Detroit Symphony Orchestra, recently had a whole bunch of extra free time, you may have heard, and he started Classical Revolution in Detroit. And his philosophy is this: if people come to the Majestic Cafe in Detroit, hear chamber music, they're that much more likely to go to the Detroit Symphony for real and hear it in the big hall. So he's not trying to burn down the concert hall, he's trying to build a bridge to it. Here's another quote from Dave Barry, I don't know if I got it exactly right, but there's this question of popularity with classical music. Should we even be trying to make this popular? I mean, does it matter? Has classical music ever been popular? Bach was not really popular in his day. Beethoven, acclaimed, but were people humming his tunes in the street? I don't think so. Mozart, he wrote opera tunes, and people actually did hum this. It was pop music. One thing that people have done is to take classical music and turn it into bad pop music. And you can make a lot of money this way. Look at Vanessa Man on YouTube, you'll be amazed. And other people have done actually creative things mixing classical music with other genres, and that can work really well. But I'm talking to you today about something much simpler. What if we just take this chamber music that we music geeks love and play among ourselves and take it to places where people are actually gathering or actually interacting? Because that's really what this music is about. It's about gathering together with people, interacting with them. So I grew up playing the cello, but I didn't really fall in love with it until I was about 17 when I discovered chamber music. And the reason is every moment of chamber music is about interaction and conversation with the other musicians. And that's really what makes it special. And that's even better when you can extend this to your audience and have that same kind of interactivity going on with the people that are actually listening to music, which is why we like to make it in these cafes, bars, and other places where it's live, it's small, and it's intimate. And so this is a revised definition of chamber music I'll end with. It's personal, intimate music played live in small, intimate spaces with friends, for friends. Just one more promotional slide. I know we're not supposed to promote things here, but we have a website, a2cr.org, where we play every Wednesday night at Sylvia's Pizza, including tonight, it's going on right now, and we have a show coming up on February 27th. Thank you very much, and we're going to play some music for you in just a few minutes.